Graygarden. Well, you've probably heard of this place. I'm pretty sure a settler somewhere came up to me and said, "Hey, you heard of Graygarden? That place is run by robots, man. It's really cool." I mean, was I imagining that? I can't remember. I know they come up to you and say, "Oh, hey, have you heard about that farm that's made by, run by ghouls?" Talking to the slog, obviously. But here at Graygarden, I'm sure they've said that before. Anyway, walking around a few settlements, I could not get any of them to repeat that line. Maybe I just did imagine it. I don't know. So you find out about Graygarden and you come here and you talk to the Mr. Handies that are working 24/7, cultivating stuff. And you get a mission or two, and that unlocks the workshop, and this is a settlement. Not a place I've really considered doing much at before, but I'd come here, reap the crops, and take the food to plant in other places. It was handy for that. They're pretty self-sufficient. They defend themselves, but I've added a few extra turrets for them. But they don't need water, they don't need beds. They pretty much look after themselves, so I'd never really considered this area as a good plot for development. But then I did see some build video that showed that the roadway, or the elevated highway above, is within the build zone. I never knew that. So I thought I'd explore and do a bit of a site survey before I plan with the architects a development. So we've been round and pegged out the border line here, as indicated by these posts, that being the bottom, call it left-hand corner. You've got a lot of rock to deal with and the original bridge structure itself, so you're fairly limited at the lower levels. Another reason it kind of put me off. But coming up here, past the greenhouse, this is the uppermost corner, and then following the ridge you get over to the other side, far corner. If during the visit you need the loot, it's here. Gotta mention, quite proud of the truck. I've just had it resprayed. Got some funky decals on it and personalised number plate. Hey, but I'm earning good money now at the Graygarden Development Company. And this is where I come in. Please extinguish any cigarettes before you enter the office. And this is where we examine the ground plans and try and come up with some ideas. Hey, you look nice today. And eventually, when we've talked to the architects, we'll have the building plans up here, so construction can begin. But until then, it's just a place to come, relax, chat over ideas, have meetings with potential clients, contractors, etc. And hopefully one day we'll get the ball rolling. But we needed to assess the site and to see what kind of levels we're playing with. Now, the original guys are still here working 24/7, keeping the crops coming. Maybe we'll have an organic garden, maybe a market. Who knows? Well, when we're not here at night, old Nuke, the guard dog, he looks after the place, supported with a few turrets. And the Mr. Handies are, well, pretty damn handy when it comes to defending themselves. And they're pretty tooled up. They don't need a lot of help. So we've been using the site surveying tools and pegging out the far right hand limit build area. This is the vanilla build area. There is a mod for expanding your settlements. I don't know how big that would make it then. But pretty damn big, I would imagine. We've got some general supply storage, building materials, odds and sods, just the basic stuff for the time being, just to get us going while we do our site surveying. Little locker room for the crew to keep their belongings safe, change into their work clothes. No one's here at the moment. This is the weekend. I mean, I'm working on my days off. I don't know, you don't get paid the overtime, but still, got to put the effort in. And following down from the old train track, the bottom corner of the settlement just kind of crosses the track, which I have to say, I can't imagine a train coming up a slope like that. I mean, was that just for like mining carts or something? You know, train coming across that bridge just going to crash into the mountainside. Unless the earth has moved in the last 200 years. Still find that a little odd. Anyway, as part of our surveying, we done some ground tests, and what we wanted to ascertain was how many levels are possible to build at this site. That was the main reason for me coming here in the first place. We'll go into the main site area soon. But some initial tests have taken us down to what is the bottom line from the corner post here along that way. It pretty much follows the edge of the roadway. So if we think of this base level as level 1, obviously we've got a fair length but quite a narrow area, but this could be good for industrial water purifiers, at least the ground-based ones, generators, or even a defensive line attacking any foes that might be trying to come up this way or across the bridge. Level 2 now features quite a nice natural rock feature here. I could imagine a kind of little zen garden area here with a water feature tumbling down. No, that's probably not possible, but could be quite a nice sort of shady spot to relax, watch, you know, keep an eye on the view. But it goes pretty much the full width to the other corner post. And we've got 2, 3 base widths, so quite a large area as it extends over that direction. So plenty of scope for level 2. And as we get to level 3, well, now you can start to see how big an area level 3 could be. Because again, that can go out another 3 floor sections. And we come up to what is basically the base floor area, but I'm calling this level 4. It's a little up and down. And, oh yes, as we enter the site area, could you make sure you're wearing a hard hat? There are some available here if you don't have one. And if you need the toilets, facilities are at the back here. So level 4, this is where the guys come and get tooled up. Make sure they've got everything they need for the jobs in hand for the day. And also provides an area for them to have a barbecue or lunch breaks. They're fairly sheltered under half the roadway. They have requested a tarpaulin, or maybe even a roof. We're looking into that. So from level 4, I suppose technically this is level 5. Although, yeah, there's plenty of room for spreading out in that direction. Not so much that way because you're going to clash with the top of the greenhouse. But still, quite a plentiful sized area for level 5. Level 6, again, we've got plenty of room underneath the road bridge and out across the greenhouse now. So level 6 takes us well above that and makes that level 6 area the biggest so far. Because if you look how far you could go out in that direction, it's massive. Now level 7, you're kind of restricted because the bridge is in the way on that side, but again, over the main area, level 7 gives a lot of scope. And level 7B, which is the lower roadway, has potential. I was toying with the idea of having maybe a nightclub. And the private DJ booth could be in here, spinning the tunes. Or it could be a private bar. Well, that's level 7B. Kind of gets a little bit dicey with the upper level coming down. So it would start to lose ceiling height over this direction. But again, this is as far as you could go on the roadway to that edge. And continuing up from level 7B, you're on level 8, which again, plenty of room over that side. Continuing up to level 9. Again, you're blocked on one side by the upper roadway, but lots of space. Over this. Starting to get an idea of the kind of height you can go up to. And we're not even on the top roadway yet. So as we go up to level 10, works out perfectly that level 10 is above the railings of the upper roadway and above all the concrete bollards. And of course, ignoring the fact you can go out over the whole site, you've got the whole width of the upper roadway. And now look how long that is. Level 10. I believe that cab can be scrapped, but the containers can't. Level 10 comes out to the edge of the roadway and all the way back here. It's absolutely massive, even without extending beyond the bridge level. or beyond the roadway. Starting to look smaller. And again, with this upper roadway dip, level 10 does offer some sub-levels here on level 9, and again, a rather sizable expanse which can come out this far. And level 8, still a very usable space, and you've got the full width of the road. So again, plenty of room for development here. So going back up to level 10, a huge area. I mean, even with some sunken floors, you could utilize the existing roadway. But how high can we actually go? Well, level 11, the biggest, most uninterrupted level of all so far. Level 12, again. I mean, the world really is your oyster at this level. It's just a matter of having the resources, and I don't know how far you could possibly push the no build limit mod, but it's crazy. I mean, I've lost count again. Where are we? This was level 10. No. Yeah, level 10. Sorry. Level 11. Level 12. And then level 13. And I built the structure just to make sure it wasn't going beyond the build limit area. And that's fine. So 13 levels. This is penthouse apartment view level. I mean, look at this. And the fact that you can build all the way out to that edge. And if you wanted to, all the way across Graygarden. This could be an absolute superstructure. The ideas that you could come up with here are absolutely unimaginable. Pretty much no limit to what you could put here. So 13 levels. If we just ignore the first 3, have them as industrial machinery levels, storage, perhaps even an underground or under the ground, level ground, kind of gymnasium or something. What started out as just a simple, okay, how many ladders can I put on this bridge to see how high we can go, turned into a total surveying project. And it's going to be a long time before any plans get approved. But I'm sure you can see an almost unlimited potential for building here at Graygarden.